So let's just go ahead and say you guys really suck at finding fonts, right? I feel like I don't. So I want to present you guys some really cool fonts to hopefully grow your font collections and just, yeah, get you guys right. All the fonts that are featured in this video here today, besides I think one, are all free for personal use and commercial use. You're welcome. Additionally, all the font downloads will be in the description down below, including Font Shelf if you guys want to group those fonts together in Photoshop and or Illustrator. And you know, the favorite button sucks, so get yourself Font Shelf. Also, while you make your fonts better, if you do struggle with graphic design, I'm just saying the Everything Pack, it's sick. And in case you don't know, the Everything Pack is basically a design bundle with over 33 products, 600 plus assets that honestly will make your designs look super professional incredibly quickly. So if you guys are struggling, there you go. There's your answer. Now let's start off with a new collection of sans fonts. Starting off with Monilito. I personally love a big, bold typeface that just hits like all the angles right. It of course gets its name from its inspiration being the monoliths, meaning those big, massive stone structures, and taken from the fact that they're of course solitary and permanent. It sits tall and bold, perfect for those titles or headers or anywhere where a strong heading is needed. It's honestly pretty straightforward, but it's perfect for those people who need to get away from like drama or like drook a little bit, me. So it's definitely a download. However, next is Delight. I placed these fonts back to back just to kind of show you guys how much of a difference a more wider stance for a letter form looks like. Daylight is yet another super strong and clean, sophisticated type. It has 9 weights from thin to black. You don't find that often, trust me. It's showcasing these editorial layouts just kind of feel perfect for like a scalable font, meaning that's pretty much ready for just to either use as a heading, a paragraph, or a body typeface. So if you just suck at like font matching, these fonts are just your lifesaver. It's elegant, it's versatile, it's clean lines with those subtle curves. It's a clear as day download. It's 100% free. Kind of feels illegal, but it's not. Download it. So now this one's for my Swiss layout lovers, and this font is called Rinter. It's inspired by the popular Helvetica. I'm a Helvetica hater, don't know why. But it does have a modern twist with its like sharp curves and really deep ink traps. Just for fun, just look at this P. This is a nice P. Like if you're new to building your font library, you don't know how nice this P is. I personally haven't been able to use this typeface yet in a project, but when I get to, I'll be very excited. So you should 100% download it. And only because I love you, I have one more sans serif font for you guys, and this name is Estiana. What is it? Estiana. That's nice. Estiana. It's another grotesque typeface with like deep ink traps, but captures more of these exaggerated letter forms that also has variable weight and slant adjustments. With the amount of like SaaS businesses popping up like every 3 hours, it felt right throwing this font in here because it kind of just gave me that like just computer bitmap coded futuristic feel to it, but also somehow just like really extremely friendly. It's definitely like less of a general use font, but definitely will come in handy when someone's trying to invoke some sort of emotion of tech and friendly or trust. So if those keywords match your branding, I got you. And look, I know I said last one, but I wanted to add this font so bad, and its name is Onder. For no other reason besides the fact that it is this like wide extended font that I feel like if you need one, you should use this one maybe. If it's new, you know, it's fun. It's definitely not overly extended where it's just like too hard to use, but I just wanted to include this one just in case. Now, it feels like this video wants to sit in the middle of like a futuresque type of collection. Not really, but I'm about to make it futuristic with Intranet. Honestly, it's a pretty unique name. However, Intranet for me kind of sits in the middle of like Y2K meets futuristic meets like can live in the 2000s era. It combines pixelation with dynamic curves. It just looks really nice. I can personally see it being used for any type of like Y2K apparel approach or just a dope futuristic type poster. It can work for both. But when you do need like a Y2K futuristic font, then you're gonna be happy when you come across this one. Now the next font is known as Hidrom. It's one of those futuristic fonts, and again, I'm going with a theme right now. And for me, this font sits really well as like a nice title heading font. Almost feels like it belongs in like some kind of like title futuristic game moment. It was presented with these really cool sort of like space-esque helmets that it felt like it made sense. It also has a really cool letter form. I love a good like a slight slant. Pause. It's definitely going to be a font that I use in the future for anything related to future for sure. So yeah. Now, I did say in the very beginning of this video that there is one typeface that is not free for commercial use. That is this next upcoming one, and the last one known as Allsorts. Allsorts is a 5-style, just dope, dynamic, expressive thing. What I mean by that is honestly a generally good thing. It was part of one of those like type, you know, A through Z challenges, and this dude just went crazy. And here's one thing. This is definitely not gonna be a font that you use randomly or like trying to force it in somewhere, but I can personally see this, right? It kind of lives in that like street art deco kind of world. It also feels like one of those fonts that works really well in motion, but also of course in static because it is a very dynamic in motion font. It just feels like it could either be used in like a Nike campaign or Instacart campaign. But I totally will be using this one because it's just dope. Anyway, with that, that is the end of the video here today. How many fonts was that? It is hopefully gonna be enough to help you guys end this year and even start 2026 with some pretty cool typefaces. So don't forget, all the fonts you guys see in this video here today will be in the description down below for you guys to download and enjoy. If you do need a way to group those fonts, fontshelf.com is definitely the way. And if you feel like the fonts aren't the problem, but the designs are, use the everything pack. Those assets will genuinely carry you to victory. And I'm not lying. So with that being said, Seso HQ out. So don't forget to keep smiling, stay positive, and stay freaking productive, guys. Let much love, peace, and enjoy your day. Later.